All right, welcome back to 2BSSC with Jesse Jarvis.
Taylor Brancourt.
And we're going to do the Western Conference today for you on our NBA special.
NBA preview.
The Powerhouse Conference, to say the least.
Mm.
Yeah. We're going to start off with the terribly named Northwest Division with only one team actually in the Northwest.
Interesting.
Yeah, the only team there, Portland. But yet it's called the Northwest Division.
Mm. Too bad the Sonics still aren't there.
Right? And when the Sonics were, they were in the Pacific. How does that work? Classic NBA.
Classic NBA.
No.
Anywho.
That's probably the worst division in basketball.
We got the, you said Southwest?
No, Northwest.
No, Northwest. Right. True. I would have to agree with that. But, the Thunder are there, so...
Mm-hmm. Besides them, what do you have the Thunder?
The Trailblazers lost basically 90% of their team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their four of the five starters are gone.
They're going to be, what's the word? Well, they're not going to be around in the playoff time, aren't they?
That's for sure.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do when you lose Aldridge, Lopez, Everybody.
Matthews.
Much. Yeah.
Batum.
Nicholas. We miss you.
I don't miss him.
Not at all.
I'm not a Blazers fan either, so...
Yeah, true.
So
you have the Thunder in that division. Obviously they're going to win that one. There's not much to talk about. Utah's not that bad, though. They are in the West. That's their biggest downfall.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably going to be around 500, maybe a couple games over.
9th or 10th seed.
Yeah. So Oklahoma by a mile in that division.
Mm-hmm.
At least 10 games.
I would have to agree. They're going to have the easiest schedule of anybody.
Yeah.
By playing their own division the majority of the games.
Mm-hmm.
So, good for them.
True. On to the Pacific Ocean. We are basically looking at the California division plus one other state.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe we should get one of those teams over in the Northwest.
Yeah, especially when LA has two teams.
Interesting.
And Seattle has how many?
0.
Oh.
Interesting.
Sick.
Interesting. So, anyway, in the Pacific Division, we got the Warriors, Clippers, Lakers, Suns, Kings. Who are we looking at for possible playoff teams there?
Well, obviously, you're going to have the Warriors in there. You're going to have the Clippers. Thing is, with the Lakers, they're in the West. And you could say that with Sacramento and Phoenix is on the downfall.
Rondo.
Yeah.
Sacramento picked up Rondo. So, that puts them as a favorite to win the NBA Finals, doesn't it?
Easily.
Yeah. No.
He's so good.
Yeah, it's not. You won't be able to make a free
He's like 4 years past his prime.
Yeah, he sucks.
So good.
Sucks.
Yeah. Not going to do shit.
DeMarcus Cousins, how much longer
Boogie!
How much longer is he going to be there?
Till his contract's up, and then he's going to be gone, dog.
Hopefully he can go to the Lakers.
No, what's going to happen is going to go to the Wizards. Calling that right now. Or here
with
first.
Kevin Durant?
We'll see.
Interesting.
Wizards.
John Wall, Kevin Durant, and DeMarcus Cousins? Wow.
Hella scary.
That would be frightening.
Well, they're even if they don't get Durant, I feel like he would go to the Wizards. Because they'll have the payroll in a couple of years.
Yeah, well, I know that Durant, one of his favorite destinations would be Washington because it's his home. So, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
So, I guess it probably all depends on what happens this year with the Thunder. So.
Yeah, exactly. This year is a breaker. It's pretty much like finals or bust for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's Durant's last year and everything.
Yeah, so Clippers, they picked up 4 big names for the bench, pretty much. So they got Stevenson, Pierce, who else did they get?
Josh Smith,
wow.
And Wesley Johnson, who's been underrated the last couple of years.
Yeah.
On the other LA team.
They're going to be dangerous. It's all about putting it all together.
Yeah, putting it all together.
That's the problem. So.
And making sure they end being ball hawks, Mr. Smith and Mr. Stevenson, when you are in the game.
Mr. Smith.
Yeah, Mr. Smith. Mr. and Mrs.
Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it comes into that. And if Stevenson plays like he did with Indiana a couple of years ago in the playoffs, Clippers, nice. Clippers are going to be just fine. And if Smith did what he did with the Rockets, maybe hold on to the ball less, they're going to do great.
Okay. I am a Kobe fan, so I'm always going to be rooting for the Lakers as long as he's there. He's got some pieces around him, but I wouldn't say they're big enough pieces to get them into the playoffs this year in the West. Maybe if they're in the East.
Easily in the East, they'd be like a 6, 7.
Yeah, they got Roy
Maybe
Hibbert,
5.
Louis Williams, D'Angelo Russell is a big draft pick for them.
Yeah, huge.
Did they pick up anybody else?
No.
Sure about this?
We got rid of Nash.
Brandon Bass. Anyway, moving on to the Southwest Division. You got some. Basically, every single team in that division has a chance of making the playoffs. Possibly excluding the Mavericks, depending on how their pieces work.
The best division in basketball by a mile.
And it's been that way for quite a while now. You got the Spurs, Rockets, the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, the Mavericks. Anthony Davis, he's a beast. He's going to have a great, great year.
Can easily be MVP any year he's in the league from now on.
From now on, basically.
Double, blocking machine.
He's fast.
Yeah.
He's working on his shooting. He's going to be dangerous for years and years to come.
Yep. The craziest part about him is his age. He's like 21.
Yeah, it's
been in the league already 3 years. Whoa.
I can't believe that kind of shit.
And he's already double machine and everything.
So yeah, watch out for him.
Yeah.
You got the Spurs. They're always. I mean, as long as Duncan and Parker and Ginobili have been together, they've been a force. And they picked up LaMarcus Aldridge, and of course they have Kawhi Leonard. So they're going to be good now and tomorrow.
You got to do their chant.
The what?
The Spurs chant.
Spurs chant.
Go Spurs, go! Because they're so old, but they're still good.
Applesauce. That's what they eat. Correct?
What?
They take their dentures out?
Oh, yes. A lot of applesauce.
They have to eat soft foods.
Soft. Very soft.
Enough about these old guys in the San Antonio. Spurs. You got the Grizzlies. They're always there. I don't really like them just because
They've had the same roster for like almost 5
boring.
years now.
It's boring. It really is.
You got 2 really good big men in Gasol and Randolph, and you have a good point guard in Conley, but you have no shooting on the team.
Courtney Lee is basically the only shooter.
Yeah, that's the only shooter, and they just got him last year.
Yeah.
And literally the only shooter. So, hashtag what the fuck.
Next team we got, who I think might even win the division this year, is the Houston Rockets with my boy James Harden.
Led by the beard.
Die by the beard.
True. Actually, though. They got a good pickup in Lawson in the offseason. That way, Harden essentially was a point guard last year, and he still did what he did. And now imagine him off ball where Lawson's able to drive to the lane and be able to kick it out to him, where all you're going to get is Harden. Oh, three. So I think he's also going to be the scoring leader this year.
I was doing my thing over here.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah. James Harden, love him to death. Top 3 player for me. He's going to possibly have an even better year this year with Lawson taking some of the load off of his back.
Taking the load off.
Sharing the load. And it's going to take a lot of pressure off him. He won't be the only offensive option. So they can't just load up on James Harden. So
a lot of
good
loads.
for him. And last year he wanted a point guard, and that's what he got. Because you got to give James Harden what he wants.
It's true. Also, I like their draft pick, the guy from Louisville, who all of a sudden I can't remember his name. Shit.
Basketball player from Louisville. I don't remember his name. Do you not know who he is? I have to look this up, don't I? Keep going. Keep going. I'll figure it out. Eventually. Maybe I won't. Just waiting. Anything. Just waiting to lose. Oh, God. It's for Louisville. He won a championship over there. 2 hours later.
Got it.
Woo!
Montrezl Harrell.
Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, Harrell.
Montrez.
Beast at Louisville. Won the championship there.
Classic Montrez.
Cannot remember his name for the life of me, obviously.
Well, it's not like Montrez is a common name.
That's very true. Or Harrell, you know.
Harold?
But he's a power forward. He's 6'8", 240. He's really good, especially like if you combo him and Dwight on the floor. I think they're going to do well. And I think also you have Dante Monte-Eunice. He's also going to improve a shit ton this year.
Monte-Eunice.
Yeah, I like Monte-Eunice a lot. So those two, they're two forwards right there. Because Reese is going to do his thing.
Terrence Jones?
Yeah, you have Terrence Jones. Any of their forwards, they're all really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I like them a lot.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I picked the Rockets to... Might even, like, it's going to be, I think, a close race between the Rockets, Clippers, Warriors, Thunder. Fucking... There's so many good
The
teams.
West is a crapshoot. You literally...
Any of them.
You don't,
win a
yeah, any of
championship.
them. 1 through 5, any of them, and you can't say that about the East. Like
Yeah.
the East, you have 2 teams that can not easily, but win the championship. The West, you have 5. It's beyond crazy. And also, the thing about the West too is like this year, the Warriors. I feel like they're not going to have as big of a season, like wins wise or anything, but I feel like they can still improve
Mm-hmm.
just on getting more chemistry. But everybody's
Yeah.
going to be gunning for them because they're the champions.
Target on their back.
Exactly. So I feel like their season last year was historic. Like literally top 5 best seasons ever.
Mm-hmm.
No fucking injuries.
It's hard to match that.
Yeah. So I could see them losing like 8 games less, but still easily win the championship.
Got to get Steve Kerr back in there too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Get healthy.
Get help.
Got
Yeah,
Luke
that's
Walton.
for sure.
Interim head coach.
He shouldn't be an interim coach at all. He scares me.
He scares you. Why?
It's Luke Walton.
Yeah.
What has he done?
You,
Would
you
know
played
who-
on the Lakers.
Yeah, and who does he need to thank?
Cobes
Yes, he does.
and Shaq.
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bus family.
The Bus family.
I miss my Bus.
I miss my Bus family.
He misses his Boots family right now.
Yeah, Jerry Boos. Yeah, so, I don't know. Who's your pick to win the West this year?
Thunder.
Thunder.
If you get a healthy Durant, healthy Westbrook, it's over. They're 2 of the top 5 players in the league. You don't need anyone else besides him. If they're
Not
both
to mention
healthy.
they have pretty good supporting cast.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm probably going to have to go with the Thunder as well if everyone stays healthy. And my
Yeah.
backup would be the Rockets, depending on how Ty Lawson helps them out.
Mhm.
Because they have a pretty stacked team. James Harden's the man. So,
Yeah.
we'll see. But you always have to watch out for those Spurs.
Yeah, you can never count them out. They're always going to be there.
Yeah.
They're always going to win 50-plus games.
It's like 16 years in a
Yeah.
row or something.
And you got
15.
you got Coach Pop. He's going to do the minutes. It's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah. I think that pretty much sums up the West for you.
We also have to do, real quick, we have to wish the Saunders family,
Oh, right. Flip Saunders passed
great,
away.
great coach.
Yeah.
I've always loved the guy. A better GM than he was a coach, in my opinion. And he's molded a lot of young players' lives who recently passed away from cancer. So, rest in peace, Flip.
Mhm.
That's for sure.
But the show must go on.
The show must
Yeah.
go on.
So, and that show being
To the SEC.
the second best sports show ever. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, like,
Revine.
yeah,
Snapface.
Snapface, other things. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.